Question number 4. The graph shows how the momentum of a car A changes with time just before and just after the head-on collision with car B. Car A has a mass of 1,500, the mass of car B is 900. Car B was traveling at a constant velocity of 15 meters per second west. So here's east and west, and so car B is going in this direction. So there's car B, and it's traveling in the westerly direction at 15 meters per second. And car A, well, if it's going to be a head-on collision, then car A is traveling in that direction, but we don't know what the velocity is, or we're not told there. Maybe we can work it out. The mass of A is 1,500 kilograms. The mass of B is 900 kilograms. Okay, east is positive. There we go. West is negative. Consider the system isolated. That means no net external forces. Okay, it's things like air resistance. Now I've analyzed the question, I understand it well. Okay, there is momentum versus time for graph for A. Okay, this is momentum versus time for A. And it's, you see, if I know that this is momentum, P is equal to M times V, then if I know what the momentum is here and I know what the mass of the car is, I can find out its velocity. Here is the time during which a collision takes place. How do I know? It's because the momentum is changing. There's some sort of impulsive force acting here. What do you understand by the term isolated system? Well, I've just defined that. Isolated, a system in which the resultant force is 0. Okay? Resultant, I should say here, external. Please pardon me, but please don't forget that. Resultant external, you could say the net force or the resultant, both of those. But you must say external forces. So external forces are 0. So there are no other forces messing up the system, just the forces that are acting internal to the system. So this one only considers, it only has to consider, if you do problems related to an isolated system, only considers the internal forces, forces acting on the system and within the system. Okay, this is not part of the definition, don't have to worry about that, but just in explaining in a little more detail what isolated systems are.